Hey, good morning to my lovely people. How we
Hey,
doing? We doing all right?
hey, people.
Yeah,
Hey, good
okay. That was a
morning.
little hay, wasn't it? That was a tiny hay.
Well, I don't want to get all happy.
Oh, happy people can't even hear you. What
No,
you got, Nick? How you
Hey,
doing?
good morning. Still
Oh, it
celebrating.
might be me. I might be the problem.
I
Hold
think
on
it
a
is.
second.
She is the problem.
You're the problem. Am I the drama?
No, no.
No, we all know. But hey, listen. Yeah, that was me all day. It was me. I was the party. I was the problem. I was doing some stuff in the lab. Remember how I used to do back in the rapping days? Yeah, I'm in the lab right now. So
Right.
me doing something in the lab, I had to turn down because it was on 35 when it should have been on 5. And I forgot to turn it back up. So
Mm.
happy Saturday. Got a great show for you lovely people. I mean a great one. We gonna touch base on everything that is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot. The title, in case you did not know, is Stand by Your Man.
Ooh.
Stand by your man. Listen, it is so much going on, and people standing by their man, and things is twisting and turning and doing whatever it is that they wanted to do. But
Right.
it's looking a little strange. And
Mm.
ain't nobody, look, it's the female that's giving up the change. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I won't let that one slide for now.
Bars. Let me start this real quick. Start with the sports. Did y'all see they like getting rid of removing Shilo from
No.
Madden? From Madden. It's different. Check it out. Let's get this show started.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
Everything that happens is motivation. So it's
Amen.
all about that. Can y'all believe it?
I didn't hear about that, and I'm a Madden person. Ugh.
Well, that's why I am here. I
Well, I
am
appreciate
here to shop talk. Well, I guess it's looking as if, even though we know he's a free agent,
that.
but then removing him from Madden is looking a little, we're going to try to get you on this one. We couldn't get you on that one because he showed and proved. Sure. Now we're going to go this way with Shilo. They're saying because of that fight where he got ejected. Problem is he did not initiate the fight.
And
It's all there.
it's football. It's a fight. Oh my God. And it was broken up. It wasn't like it was damage or fines assessed.
He got to find.
Okay. Well, that should have been it. If he paid his fine,
Now we're gonna let the football guy talk about this. With football being football, but is it really football anymore? Or is it, what is it, foosball? Is that soccer? Is that Go ahead, tell us about how football used to be in 2 minutes.
well, I mean, you used to be able to decapitate another player. It was legalized violence. I mean, when I played, we had DBs when I was young. Tim Rutcher, RIP, Damon Pinson, all them dudes. They would hold you up while the free safety would just come up and destroy you. And I mean, laying you out was the goal. Fear was a tactic. Football meant fear. Now you can't touch a quarterback, can't hit a guy coming over the middle. It's going to be like basketball. No defense. It's just going to be for entertainment. Look how fast he threw the ball, far threw the ball. Look how fast he can run. I don't care how fast you was. You wasn't coming across the middle. We had Daryl Shepard on that strong safety over there, and he was laying people out. So they're taking away from the game. It's just everything is just been going down to its simplest form.
Yeah, simplest form. That was good.
It's sad. I'm appalled. I'm appalled. You don't even see really good hits anymore. It's
He's a Paul. He's not a Nate.
yeah. She's on fire.
Listen.
What do you think they're gonna do with boxing next?
Hey, I'm
Right.
glad you said that. The females boxers are they've taken over the sport. I mean, if anyone's seen the last 3 fights, I watched the Tyson fight with John Paul. The girls' fight was the best. When John Paul got beat up by the big Englishman, the black dude, the girls' fight was the best. And Clarissa Shields' fight was pretty good this time. I mean, they 3 for 3, and they carrying the sport right now. So,
what you gonna do?
I'm watching. I tell you that.
So, are you guys? I'm trying to think. Like, are we gonna be using boxing gloves anymore? Or are we gonna get a little softer? Like,
They'll probably start. Everyone wear headgear. Oh no, wear a helmet. You know, you can't ride a bike without a helmet on. A pedal bike without a helmet on, let alone anything else. I don't know. I'm gonna pay you $3 billion and then be like, no, don't nobody touch him. Don't nobody touch him. Oh no.
They train for it though, but don't touch it.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
You know what? Bike accident. Have any of you guys been in a bike accident as a child?
Yeah.
Oh, plenty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got strawberries and scars to this day to show it.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I got one too. And you're gonna be able to see it. I flipped over, boom, gymnastics. No, no, I had a new 10 speed. Okay, I was cold in the projects, riding, doing my thing. Well, street ball, everybody know about street ball. I actually was on the sidewalk though. I was.
Whoa. A lot of people don't know about it. When the last time you seen a street ball game?
Ooh, I haven't in a minute.
Exactly.
But in our age group,
right. Street ball.
Everybody does not know about street ball. So, would you like to explain that, or would you like for me to explain it?
I'll take this one. Street ball is that game of football where every time a car comes, you got to call timeout. But you was in the street, you was playing ball, as long as the traffic allow it. And then some cars will see you and like detour around you not to interrupt the game. We didn't have Nintendo and Atari when Atari just came out. So we played the sport for real.
That's because those passerbyers understood street ball.
I would stop and pull out a lawn chair to watch a street ball game today. My dad used to throw the ball. He used to play designated quarterback. These kids don't know what a designated quarterback is. My dad was a designated quarterback. When my son got older, I was the designated quarterback. It's a rite of passage.
Okay. Let me tell you. I want y'all to look. I'm making y'all nurses right now to assess me, assess my face. One of my eyebrows is higher than the other.
Left.
You seeing it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what had happened was I'm riding my 10 speed. Happy I got this new 10 speed, and they were playing street ball. Well, I'm minding my own business like that little cartoon thing. And somebody threw the ball. It landed smack in front of my front tire. I flipped. They said I flipped like 4 times. Okay, it was like man, and skinned the whole side, this side of my face. And then it was like, whoop.
I am not an animal.
Right. I didn't have to have any sutures, stitches is what we call them, no sutures or anything, and it just healed back. But that's what that is. And you can see that like half my, like the top of my eye is larger up in here. That's what that's from.
My brother has a dent, a forever dent right here because I was riding my bike down the street and I had him on the handlebars. And there was a rock that I did not see. Hit the rock and we both flipped. He landed first. I landed on his head, and then we skid down the street on his head.
You gotta
So
get
now
a good
he has a
skid.
forever mark right here. Same thing.
You got a
There
good
you
skid.
go.
Do you understand that you riding with your brother on the handlebars was safe? That was what we did back then.
Yeah.
The ultimate trust. The ultimate visual of trust. He trusted you.
But it was
And
safe.
you got flipped over. But just what you said, the rock, the football,
Mhm.
same effect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey,
And it was a little rock. It was like about this big.
Hey,
But it was enough to make me and him flip.
but do you understand that you being caught riding a kid like that on the handlebars nowadays is a felony? You can be pulled over. It's unsafe. You need a helmet, shoulder pads. You need elbow pads and knee pads. Kids just don't. Do you understand? There was a hill. If anyone lived in the Victory, and there's a Victory Park, and there's like a cliff that goes down to going towards east. People no. We used to ride bikes down that thing. And I mean, it was just mud, dirt, and rocks.
Mhm.
I got decapitated at going down the thing. And besides seeing all the blood and the bone, I was more worried about getting my bike up the hill and not let my parents know.
Right.
I was
Mhm.
here riding down this cliff. But
These kids nowadays are soft as I don't know what. We got battle wounds forever, and guess what? It did not kill us.
But-
We got it, brushed it off, got it cleaned off, and kept right on going. Nowadays, these kids don't want to go outside. They had their phone in their hand constantly, the controller in their hand constantly. Take your butts outside, do recreation. Red light, green light, go. Or red light, green light, stop. Whatever it was, something, hide and seek.
But you know what was different? What was different is the rules were the rules. You didn't come and just change the rules because your child got out, or that's my cousin. They special needs. If you want in the game, you in the game. Won't care about your
Yep.
special
Get it back. Hey,
that they thrive. That's how
Yep.
they thrived.
if your
in the
special needs
community,
self
being
got in
from
this
a
game,
community that did not cause you to say, "Oh, be careful, don't do that." If they didn't know, they didn't know.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
exactly.
Moving.
the game is dodgeball. If you special needs and you get in this dodgeball game,
You
prepare
get
to
lit
get
like everybody else.
woo pelted.
That's it.
I
I
mean,
remember my grandmother, rest her soul. She, every event she was in the bingo. That was her thing,
Oh, that's a drug.
and it's for money.
Yeah, it's a drug.
For money. We couldn't figure out, like, our children was coming over. It's like, I need 50 cents. You have a quarter. You got a quarter. You got a quarter. Then I look over, my grandmother up there. I said, "You taking their money?" She said, "They can count. They can play."
That's it.
So
Hey.
nobody ever cared about how young, how old. If you had what was needed for the game, you played.
Yep.
You're gonna learn today.
That part. I want to ask everybody that's in the chat right now, and you could call in. Let me put that number up. What was the name of the dangerous hill on your side of town?
I don't know. I don't know the hill, but that was it down in the Victory. It was a cliff.
You said it was a cliff.
It was
Nick,
a cliff.
over your area. Was it somewhere that you would be like, everybody went full speed down the street, down the hill?
Zieg Hill.
Zig Hill, okay. We had Grassy Hill. That was down at the bottom of Westlake. Grassy Hill. And it was the same concept, Nate. Don't go back with your bike dirty in the spokes. Clean that mud.
Man, I don't know. I almost decapitated just my whole hand. But I no. I got to get this bike up here. Band-aid.
Well, better not be bent.
Oh man, no. It was. I think, and I don't want to just be, but I really think we grew up in the best time, and I guess everyone could say that. But us, we had community, we had rules, and we enjoyed ourselves. I mean, these kids now, you want to put them on punishment? This is what I used to do. I used to just change the Wi-Fi passcode. I don't turn it off. I change it so they can enjoy me on it, watching it. why they can't be. But that's just, you take them, put them outside, and they wouldn't know what to do. They
Right.
wouldn't know what to do.
What Bramble Park? Bramble Park Hill. Listen, that's in Cincinnati. Shout out to Cincinnati, Ohio. That don't even sound safe.
Mm-mm.
Where you going? I'm getting ready to go over
No.
Bramble Park Hill. Huh?
I bet you that hill got a lot of stories. Girl, I remember I rode down it on my hussy and blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah.
And look, literally rolled down, fell off the bike and still rolling. Okay. Bill said all of Mill Creek Park was the backyard. Facts. On the south side. Facts.
I live at the
It was in the winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mississippi was lit. I bet.
Yeah, I live in the park, so I know that it's nice.
Can you imagine that at our age, though? We go out. That's probably how those people be ice skating and just boom, gone. You be like, what happened? They fell in the ice.
We don't do stupid stuff. We just do stupid stuff. No. Let me rephrase that. We do dumb. We do dumb stuff.
Right.
They do stupid stuff, like ice fishing.
Yeah.
It's 50 degrees outside. That ice is going, ice skating on the lake. No.
We ain't gonna try that.
Not interested. Not interested.
Wait, with the bull on Living Color hated it.
Hated it. Yep.
See, now Bill said the same thing. We knew to stay off the ice.
Right.
They didn't.
Did somebody say specifically, don't go on the ice, or was it just instinct that we knew that ice is water?
It was a woman that whooped her kid and it was heard around the world. That's all it took. One black kid get a whooping about the stuff and it go around the neighborhood. It was just off limits. But, we don't do the X Games. They do the X Games. So it was their starter kit. You get one white friend and then you start doing stuff like, wow, hockey's not that bad. But we don't go up and say, yeah, I want to play hockey. No.
Listen, I had
Elliot and them with them, the Ursland, and to get the white friends, and you find out a lot of stuff you just didn't even fathom you'd want to do.
That's silly. Talking about the Ursa friends, be like, we are safe on land. Done.
Thank you.
And we don't do a lot of that high air stuff. If we can't jump that high, we ain't meant to be there.
Now that's true.
These dudes go on motorcycles and jump over canyons and stuff. Like it just never seemed. It never just even seemed. Wow, that could be fun.
Now you know what's interesting. What's interesting is the one that stunted in our motorcycle club. Shout out to Dangerous Curves MC INC, established 2004.
1968.
Okay. The with her. The only one that stunned, she was a white girl. Jersey. I remember it, racing. She would do the racing. But see, now y'all out here racing and stuff, and y'all got a few. Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda's a special type of person.
Sure is.
Oh, he went to Wilson when it was predominantly white.
See? I stand correct. I still stand on my correctness.
Yoda is very special.
But
What?
On that bike, you look at it like, whoa. Nah, it ain't for me though.
It ain't for you. It's like it's slick, but it ain't for you. Like, I'm gonna watch. All right, let me go here to more hills. My hill was Dirty Drag Out. Not see.
In the name.
The name.
Right, like that was an automatic.
It comes with that strawberry. When you scratch your skin and that strawberry be sitting there, that that rag burn.
You go get that.
Oh,
okay, let me see. The most we were doing in Mill Creek was sledding with our peach friends.
Mill Creek is nice. There ain't no super hills to be riding a bike down, but it's nice.
You didn't listen here. No, you talking about sledding instead of ice skating or ice skating on the water. Here's the thing. Mill Creek Park. I could see a nice sled ride there.
Oh yeah, they were doing it the other day.
Definitely do that. Riding a bike, you have that slippery rock now. Even though they got that path, dangerous because they had all that gravel in there too. But who knows? Let's see here. The people was stunt dummies when we was growing up.
You know what?
Oh, do y'all know any Black History Month? Let me look up and see if we have any black stunt doubles, even in the movies. Do we have some?
Yeah, we do, because Denzel don't do his own action. So we got a couple, but we don't know them. Evil Knievel, everybody know.
Everybody know Evil Knievel.
Black stunt dummy. No, nobody know who that is.
Let me see. This is Black History Moment.
There it is.
Is that appropriate to call them dummies?
Hey, it's in the name. Let's not get all sensitive. We're just saying what they say.
What they say, okay.
Hey, we just call you. If Mama named him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay. Good.
Well, let me see. I deal. Well, the dummies is the like the mannequins. So let's go people.
They're called stunt dummies. That's the name. We ain't politically correct here. How you gonna have me on?
But I am. You aren't.
Exactly. How you gonna have me on the show and be trying to be politically correct?
Politically correct.
Lord.
Oh, they have. Listen. All right. Let me get it right. Let me get it right to the people. Get it.
Cooler.
Here we go. Did you hear that bell?
Yes.
Just a little bit. There you go.
All right, there we go. Okay. They're called Black Stunt Performers.
Oh, well, that makes me.
Stop. This is a Black History Moment. We do not interrupt a Black History Moment. Pioneered by the Black Stuntmen's Association in 1967. We got a whole association. We just started a whole association. Fought against segregation and painting down. Painting down was white stuntmen in blackface. Sips tea. 1967. That really wasn't that long ago. Isn't that something? Okay, to gain equal access in Hollywood, founded by trailblazers like Calvin Brown, Eddie Smith, and Ernie Robinson. Those are some black names. Now that's some,
especially
those are black names. Make no mistake. The BSA broke barriers in television and film. Key modern figures continue this legacy, including coordinator LaFay Baker and drivers like Dee Bryant. So look it up. There are black stunt performers. Refuse to be called black stunt dummies. I added that. How about that? Stunt doubles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look at that. It's a lot of stunt doubles. Y'all go with it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm.
You know what, though? Let me tell you this. I overviewed this real quick. I reviewed it. Look up. I talked about the painted down.
Uh-huh.
Blackface as we know it, according to his history.
Uh-huh.
His story. Check out the Ernie Robinson story.
Okay.
Check that out. And I'm going to check it out too. That's our homework. The last day of Black History Month for some, but ours is 365. We know
365.
365 for sure.
it. Love it, love it, love it. You want to have a good time? Get yourself a black friend.
Oh, yeah.
Real talk. And then we're going to tell you, just as somebody said in the comments, talking about it's instinct. I think it was Mr. Clark that said instinct. Smell danger.
Yeah.
Probably don't want to do that. Why? Well, go ahead if you want to, because we ain't going to waste no energy. I'm not going to talk you out of it. I just done.
There's a black thing that when we see people run,
I was just going to pull it up. Just run. Don't ask questions.
Run.
I just going to say that.
Hey, what's going on here? No. We
You
figured
don't
out.
want to ask questions. Just run.
Just run. That's the simple rule to go by. If you want to step into any type of blackness, that's the first step my non-melanated people need to do. If you see a group running, just run. That's gonna get you your first badge.
That's it.
Just
That's
run.
it. Just
That
run.
is the funniest thing because somebody could just yell out, "They shooting." We ain't heard no gun. We ain't heard nothing. Everybody's gone. Or you see the whole crowd running. I'm running. After we out of breath, we sit there, hands on knees, like,
What
what are you running for?
What happened?
Right. That's you ask questions when you safe.
What happened?
Well, that's it, Nick. That is it. The rule is run and ask questions when you are safe. Nick said
it.
What do we
You see somebody running? Don't ask no question. Don't look back. Don't do nothing. Just
slow me down. You're gonna slow me down. I got time to talk till we get to safety.
right. Exactly. Don't nothing. Nada.
Okay.
Just grab a friend and run.
Mile up the street and be like, "Now what happened?" "Oh, I don't know. I just seen them running." "Oh, okay." And it's cool. Nobody's upset.
That's
Right.
admissible in law. That's admissible in court. "Oh, I just seen him running, so I started running." Well, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what John said. Hang out with people fatter than you. So you're the fastest.
And I guarantee you that fat person will show you just how fast they can run at that point. Don't do
scared.
that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. Because I was the one. Big girl.
Let me tell you.
Slow. But let somebody break off and say they running and shoot. Like I'd have been many places where something started and I took off. That's like, dang, we didn't know you could move that quick. Exactly.
East side. Is that Hemrod?
Yeah,
Or no, the other one. Like where Lincoln Park, like where the park used to be, where they said bodies wasn't coming back from.
Oh, you're talking about McCalvy Lake?
No, that's the lake. I said the park. I think it's Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. Right.
Okay. Well, we was coming out of Lincoln Park and this big Doberman came running. I'm scared of dogs. Listen, I saw, and I'm the slowest. I'm with all my cousins. All of them, they running for the Youngstown Striders, doing it. I had on sandals. I'll never forget. I had on sandals. I was gone. This is what was funny, Leotis. They were laughing, which slowed them down because me, the slowest one, was gone in them sandals. And they still was I'm running. The slowest, but I'm running. But the biggest person probably will. That will probably slow me down because if I seen somebody, and not even just like the fattest person, but that's a good strategy because then you'll always be like looking good. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was quick. I'm quick on my feet." But I would be laughing just as they was because I'm the slowest and I don't run. I ain't did none of that. I used to walk real slow. Everything was just straight chill mode. I was in chill. Mm-hmm. And if somebody that can't run fast is running fast, I'm rolling because I'm like, "Oh, look at that go." So I feel them on that one.
Right. That was always me. I'm slow,
but you was fast when it was
be
time
some type of danger. Exactly. I will leave you. I will literally leave you.
Let me tell you something. This is a good experiment. So I went to the concert. I'm at this concert. Shout out to New Edition. I done been at all of them except one. But anyway, we had to get on these buses. So we're in Columbus. So we got to get on these. So you got to park, get on the bus to transport you to the venue, to the door of the venue. Me and my cousin, we're in the same age group. Her sister is in a younger age group. So we get on this bus and they're coming up. Her sister goes, she's up front because she don't want her hair to get messed up because, I had a ponytail on, I can just shake that thing out, hang it to dry and be done because it was raining and drizzling. She had her hair. She's like, "I'm going to go up here." Her sister, this was so nice. She is about to get off the bus. I said, "Sit down. We on this bus right here. Sit down." She's like, "I got to make sure to let her know we're on this bus so she can get on this bus." But she can't because guess what? You gonna get off this bus and go up there and find if your sister is there, and you gonna be off the bus.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, listen, I know your sister. We grew up together. She's on that bus. So she was like, huh? I said, here's the deal. When it's a lot of people, every man for himself. And she said, huh? And I said, yes. So then we sit there talking, and she was like, but I want to make sure you can make sure and be off that bus, but I'm going to be on this one. I said, I know her. She's on that bus. Just like we on this one. Get in where you fit in to get to the destination, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm talking afterwards. I said, she must have not been around people with shooting. You know, you at the club, somebody starts shooting. You do not run around and look for your people you came with.
Nope.
Get to safety. The end.
You know, those hood lessons really did us good. What was that? What was that place right across where Staple is now? It's a parking lot. The Union Hall. The Union Hall.
Oh, the Union Hall.
Great lessons in there. Great lessons. Pow, pow, pow. Through the windows.
And it was small.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh.
And you know what? Now it would be questioning the parents regarding, well, they were shooting there. Why is your child down there anyway? They didn't know.
Right.
No.
And it's just like we come up with the 8-track CDs. We come up with street fighting and shooting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they just have, shooting. You don't see, like street fights. It's just, let's shoot each other. And it's sad.
They can't fight.
They can't
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. Oh my goodness.
They can't. Nick, what you got? Did they do that over there in Farrell?
What?
I'm sad. I'm sad that Derek said I wasn't around gunfire until I moved to Youngstown.
Unfriended. He's unfriended.
You know what's wild? That's silly because when it's your norm, and it's sad to say that, but when it's your norm, you be like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like you could go to another city and be like, oh, they shooting, okay.
Yeah. Or this is the sad part about it. Man, it's quiet over here. How y'all sleep over here? It's too quiet.
It's too quiet. Listen.
Was that a chicken I heard? And that was at my grandmother's house. I was like, what is that?
Somebody in the neighborhood had a chicken. That would be my grandfather.
It's interesting. It is really interesting how your environment, you don't know that there's anything wrong with your environment until you move out of your environment.
Right. Sad, but
like how many people, show of hands, or call in, how many people did not know that they were living in poverty?
Well, shoot, I didn't know. Well, my poverty, yeah. I didn't know how protected
it was
sheltered in poverty where I was.
Or friends. We all were just friends. Nobody looked at what you had. If somebody had a nice car, they'd be like, oh, that's a nice car. It seemed like people were excited that people, they doing it. It wasn't the way that they show good times. I was like, dang, come on.
Yeah.
People had good times as people in poverty, or if you lived in the projects. You said not you with the Victory, but that was in your neighborhood. Victories. Who is
it? You, Kimmel Brooks, Kennedy Circle. It was a lot of them right around my house. I lived in the middle of them all.
We were Westlake, and you just you lived there, and it was bad sections. And here's with the bad section. Golden Gate was the store. I wasn't allowed to go to Golden Gate.
Well,
wasn't allowed to go to that corner store. I had to go to Red's.
Wow. Our corner store is in the middle of it all, and it's still open. And it's like a safe haven. Foster's Harmony Grill.
Okay.
And it's right between the two projects, and it's just a safe place. It's a safe place.
That's good.
It is. It's
go
amazing.
ahead, Nick, what you got?
A lot of my friends said I grew up on the hill, so
that's I know what that means because Todd and Doug, that's what they say. They wanted to go and they both would share that story, how they wanted to go down. We were down the hill, we were Westlake, So, but they lived up by Crandall Park. So I get you, Nick. I know just what you mean. So you up here in the suburbs, like,
Because I live close to the high school, so I lived up on the hill. So you're right. Oh, you think you something because you live up on the hill.
Here's
but let me say this: the they end up telling me they was DQ boys, like in that area, and then they moved to. So they went from the spot because I see Kim Height said the store across from DQ.
That's us.
Oh, I remember that store.
Yeah, that was Jack's. One of the was a Arab store, you know. Back
There you go, Jack's. Okay.
But I mean, DQ. We all DQ. I'm DQ to the day for life. But here's the funny part about it. I always thought the projects. I always glorified the projects because everybody was there. It was fun. There was a basketball court, just another. And here it is. I'm living in a house with my mom and dad, all bored. As a child, I was like,
they're like, you safe.
Right. Like,
you know me that. I was always down in the View, always down in the Brooks. You know what I mean? Just
they had good basketball games in Plaza.
Oh man, yeah. And that's how I became a good athlete. I'm gonna tell you, dude named Herman Clark. I seen Herm play football, and I said, no, I can't even play no more. This dude is too fast and too good. When I met Herm, I was like, nah, I like gave up on the sport. But my cousin talked me back into it. But I mean, going down there, getting with these cats, playing sports against them, just street ball. And that was our workout for the season, off season. We wasn't going to the gym and pushing up weights. We was, all right, I'm bringing 6 guys down. What's up? Football, basketball, what we playing?
Y'all didn't have who was the muscular dudes over there that weren't just built like that? Like you had like big, who was it? Sylvester, Buster, somebody?
Buster wasn't built. Buster was big though.
He was big. That's why I said not like them who, built big in stature. Who was the dudes that besides you? Because you were one of the muscle guys.
Yeah, athletic built. My cousin.
You was the dude that people wanted but didn't say nothing.
And if I found that out, Mel, let's stop. Let's change subject. I'm still hurt about that. Mel, don't.
See, you always talk about it's so interesting how.
Cry. Give me a second.
Look at him. No, but Nick? Have you been out somewhere and somebody's been watching you? You've been watching them, but you didn't say anything, and then you found out later that they had like a crush on you.
Mm-hmm. Subject.
Do you want to ever revisit it, or do you be like, "Wow, I would have never guessed"?
It depends. It depends on what they like now.
Yes. Thanks, Kim. Go ahead.
It depends on what they like now.
I'm sorry.
I said it depends on what they're like now. If it's something I'm interested in, then I might try to relive. But if not, that ship has sailed, bruh. Move on.
But you don't even know, though. Isn't that something you won't even know?
There was you know what?
Above Nate's head is a bubble. Do you see the imaginary bubble?
Oh,
he just.
I just want y'all to change the subject. That's all.
Whatever. There's a lot of guys that have come up to me like recently or like inbox me and everything and like confess like how much they used to like me back in the day, but you used to talk about me like a dog, or I guess that was their way of showing it. Boy, bye. But a lot of them have come up to me now like, you just don't know. I had the biggest crush on you when we was younger.
But is it, Nick? When you said they used to pick on you, is it really that they liked you, or they see how you have become as an adult and you're winning, and it's like, well, let me get a shot?
I think that's what more or less what it is, because a couple of them, I'm like, dude, we used to argue and dang near be ready to scrap back in the day. What are you talking about? Well, that was 30, 40 years ago. You gonna hold that against me? Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah. The East Side had some athletes.
All the Hayeses, Marvin Hayes, Raymond Hayes. We had a plethora. Get off.
Let's see. I want to read this comment. Eric Clark said, class reunions, I found out a lot of females had a crush on me, but never said anything.
Derek, I tried to get past this whole conversation.
in your sweat.
It's
Whoa.
it's
I mean,
somebody hurt.
well, the thing you don't know. And then as females, because of what we have, a lot of us have encountered, you're like, if you like me in school, why didn't you say anything back then? And just as Nick said, hers was hers
Well,
was, like you was picking on me like everybody else. And then why do you like me now? Is it because you've been ran through? Or, and this is a legitimate question.
yeah, it
And
is.
it's like, okay, I've been ran through. I ain't doing nothing. She looked like she got it going on. I'm gonna shoot my shot now. Is that it, or is it really that you had a crush on the individual?
I even had somebody just inbox me recently, was like, excuse me, and I do apologize that I've never paid attention to your true beauty. I was like, okay.
Did you say thanks, Mom?
No, this
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah.
dude that just recently, just within the last couple of days.
Okay, but listen, is that to me that would not be a compliment?
No, it
And
wasn't.
I'm just saying, for me to say I have never seen your true beauty. Okay, that wouldn't be a compliment to me, but I want to know. Let's explore this.
No, it's not a compliment to me because number one, you only saying it now because you was going through my half nude pictures that I have posted on Facebook.
Well,
So yeah, that's not a compliment. Sorry.
That's what you put out there. That's why I went through it. But here's the thing: is this whole conversation different between a man and a woman? The different sides of a coin. Because a guy can be saying that for just to get in and smash type activities.
Probably, and no.
Okay, I will claim I will just take the brunt, and men say that for smashing type activities. Why do women say that? Why would a woman come to a man and say, I've always liked you and never said anything? What is it that a woman sees? Because a woman ain't just trying, well, most women ain't just trying to smash me. Why would she say, she had it? You just use me as an example, of course. She has the biggest crush on me and this, that, and other, and she did things to be in my vicinity and never told me. But if this person did exist, I'd be mad as hell because you never said anything. But is it a difference from a woman's viewpoint?
Yeah, most of the time it is because, like, especially if they were popular, like the popular athlete, and you had everybody around you, and there were particular type of girls, because we pay attention, so we see the type of girls that you interacted with then, and we may not have felt like we were in that.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Or if we tried to do things to be in your space and get your attention, and you never paid attention to it. That's why a lot of us women just don't say nothing.
that makes sense. As shocking that it came from you, but I mean, it makes sense. Yeah.
I can get that, but I also get where Kim said she just gonna say it. I got a crush on you, or I had a crush on you.
Well,
and I think it's different. I heard when you were asking, is there a difference between men and women with crushing? I think so. And the reason I say that is because, not that I don't distrust men. I trust you until I see different. Women, it was taboo to just go up and be like, oh, okay, I like you, or I got a crush on you. You know what I mean? What we would do shot sister.
Ooh.
yeah.
Shot sister, send him, tell him I like him. Now, when you can tell it's the truth is when the female tells one of her people and they don't directly tell you, because it's still that same error of that's not appropriate, so to speak. You know what I mean? Versus guys that just come up and you don't say it, you could have said it. That's a thing. Y'all used to getting shot down.
Well, yeah, it's common. That's every day.
Women are more so like,
right.
I'd be like, Nick, I'd be like, oh, girl, look, I had a crush on him. And Nick happened to be discussing it and sitting and be like, you know what? She said she used to have a crush on you. And then that's how you find out, like, oh my gosh.
That could have been life altering.
That's legit.
Right. That could be life altering for a guy, though, because I could be like, what?
Really?
Well, yes. If that guy known, Ain't no telling what would have transpired or what would be. Ain't no telling.
You don't know. Then
Yeah, you don't know. And we're
I
stupid.
can't take this person. Hey, if you want in on this conversation, feel free to do so. 619-902-2287. That's 619-902-2287. I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
But let's go here. Mr. Corbett said, we used to getting turned down makes it okay. Oh, he said so because yeah, it does. It's a difference. It is such a difference with our girls if we get turned down, because guess what? We will be known, graduated high school, known for the class of 91. That's the one that got turned down by so-and-so. She went and told him she liked him, and he was like, it's gonna be forever versus, I mean, I'm not you guys, and I don't know how you guys got rejected, but that was just like a commonality. Like my homeboys would be like, yeah, I'm gonna go shoot my shot. I'm like, okay then.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the whole feelings. My 12-inch feelings coming out. It's about that. A dude has got shot down, like, oh man, then might call her something, oh, that garden tool or whatever the case, but he moved on. Y'all let that stuff simmer and marinate.
Mm-hmm. I want to read this comment.
I'm marinating.
This is a good one. Okay. I had low self-esteem because everybody treated me like, oh, you're a big girl. If I would have known what I know now, I would have took everybody's man. Okay. So don't be in my inbox if you like big girls now. There we go.
She ain't a big girl. She was tall.
Listen, I'm glad that she put that there. It's taking me some time to read because they go in the comments. I got them on slow.
We got some comments.
All right, so everybody is in. It's a big girl era. So everybody's in the inboxes now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about this. I don't have to have a phone number anymore. I ain't got to remember a phone number anymore. If I know your name, I can find you via Face Insta Tweet. Face Insta Tweet. You can think about this. You were mad when your man had a phone number around him. Now any woman on the planet can get in touch with him. Face Insta Tweet, any type of app. There's no way around me not getting phone numbers now. Well, it's a different day. So guess what? And I'm hiding behind my screen. I ain't in your face. Hey, Mel. I think you're beautiful, and I want to touch your boobies. And then you will say something, but it's just all in a note. It's not in your face. You ain't slapping me. You ain't cussing me out. We ain't in a group. This is all DMs. Yeah, it's a different day.
Okay, so that's just kind of like what Mr. Corbett is saying. Inbox is a little private, so only you and her know you got rejected.
Right. So I can say what I want to say, get as big and my beard muscles on, and yeah. It's close conversation versus how I had to do it. I had to walk up to Kim. Hey Kim, how are you? Are you going to eat your bologna sandwich? Because I packed an extra sandwich. Can you come sit with me at lunch? And she was like, no. And all the fellas be, ooh. I'm sorry, Kim. I had to bear that. I remember Miss O'Reddick's class, 3rd grade. It was horrible.
Wait a minute. So are you saying that Face Insta Tweet has replaced the phone number? Because all you gotta do is ask me what your handle is or whatever.
Yes, it replaced it, and it hurt us because guys aren't as cunning as or swaggy as our generation. They ain't gotta be. I'll just swipe left. I don't have to get game. I ain't got to be like, I ain't got to get my rap together. Nothing. I'll just swipe left, swipe right. My boy rolled Derek's car, Lamborghini's outside, so I'm gonna go take a couple pictures next to it and post it. And ta-da!
Well, you know what? A lot of people would be more apt to give you their social media so that they could get a like. So they're not going to say no versus their phone number.
But you don't need a phone number anymore. I can send my pics and everything to your Insta tweet, your face, Insta tweet, face tweet, Graham, your face tweet, Graham. I got it.
Okay. Nick, I know. Can you relate? Do people think you mean?
Mhm.
Do they think you're mean?
Yes.
Okay, let me read this one. Ayana said, I never had that issue as a big girl. Guys told me they thought I was mean.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you had no expression? Like, it's interesting.
I
It's
guess it's just
interesting that it's a problem if you smile too much, and it's a problem if you don't smile.
no. I was told that I need to smile more, but I was told I know you kind of mean. I guess because I had been watched on this platform and certain things that we talk about that I say I'm not going to tolerate. I mean, if that's me being mean, then that's just me being me. I'm just not going to tolerate certain things. Period.
That's not being mean. That's being direct.
Exactly. But to them, it's being mean.
Oh, go ahead.
Perception. Here's the thing. The big girls have their plight just like the dark-skinned boys had their plight. My plight was I was dark-skinned and African booty scratcher. I didn't catch up my lips till late in life, so it was different. So we went through that plight, and with that plight, I learned how to speak, how to talk to women, how to act around women. So my plight taught me something. And like now you're saying the big girl plight had you looking like you were mean or being taken as mean and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it also taught you something. The difference is if it affects your feelings, you might not work on it. Us, I'm like, well, shoot, if I can't get Mel's number, if I do this, maybe I can get Mel's number. So I took it and I applied it to the game, not the player. I applied it to the game. So now that I have a download on my mainframe, it works across the board. Versus, well, I'm not smiling and I'm not big and mean. Make the adjustments to get what you want. That's winning.
I tell people I'm not mean, I'm misunderstood, which a lot of times I am misunderstood.
But if a lot of people are misunderstanding, maybe it might have a little something to do with you. Just maybe.
No, let me tell you. And when she said that, and that's an interesting thing, misunderstood. If there's a whole bunch of people that feel as though that you feel as though that they're misunderstanding what you're trying to say, that's how they comprehend it. That community need to go somewhere. That community is not for you. And why do they keep coming? And that's what's interesting. Why are you coming? If you think I'm this way, why are you coming to me? If you think I'm mean, why are you approaching me today to tell me I think that you think that I'm mean? So you want me to change for you? Like, what is happening here?
I just want to get a crack in the door, the chink in the armor that allows me to get through. So if that's the conversation I had, because most of the time you're going to be like, no, why would you think that? Bing! Conversation. That's all it took. Now, I thought that because of this and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now that I'm in with the blah, 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 I say, wait. Yo, girl, so what's up? My name is Nate, and I'd like to date.
That's what it was. Okay.
That's good. No, if you missed it, I'm gonna need y'all to be on a replay today. Yeah, rewind that. That's good because it definitely does open up dialect.
It did.
Was free. Now I got you. That's all I got to do. Is talking, and next thing you know, I'm gonna mix and scratch. Next thing you know, we talking world politics and favorite positions at the same time.
Fail for it because
I did.
I wouldn't have. I could see how that could happen. I wouldn't have fallen for that one, but that is I wouldn't ask why do you think that because I don't care. But that is a great conversation.
What? Any conversation is. If I get in, I'll find a chink in armor. All we need is a chink.
Think about it. That's like a normal. Well, why don't you smile more? Yeah. Normal conversation. Two normal people sitting there be like, how come you don't smile? I smile. It's a conversation.
Well, it's the start. Because then I'm like, well, when? Let me see. You ain't got no teeth, do you? You're like, I got my teeth. Blah, 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 blah. I'm in.
You know what to do. You know what to do. You're in.
I'm in.
Wow.
You know what to do, baby.
I'm in.
I guess.
Don't worry about writing no book because people ain't got time to read it.
Hey,
You
it's
about
all right.
go ahead, man cave coming up, baby.
Hey, women don't listen anyway. Hey, I can say it 100 times, y'all. I ain't gonna get it. This is what I'm about to do. I'm about to do this. Yeah, right. When I do it, what happened? Yeah, I told you the exact. Hey, listen, conversation, man. Please, you probably you mean you don't smile probably because you ain't got no teeth. I got teeth. Let me see.
I'm laughing. That was
Next thing
you're
you about to say,
so childish. Talking about some. Let me see.
hey,
That would definitely open it up. All right.
and then next morning I'm singing.
This Stand By Your Man. I need to address the Savannah Guthrie case. Her mom missing for all these days. Real quick, people in the chat and the panel. Do you think it's somebody in the family or just a random stranger?
It's somebody in the family. Or somebody hired a random stranger, but it's somebody in the family.
Okay, what you think?
I'm not real up on it. I looked at it. I'm like, they're giving it a little too much attention for me. So I just left it alone because I'm like, dude, come on. We have those same issues. We don't get this type of attention
and don't.
All right, so I just left it alone.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. Well, wouldn't you like to get that kind of attention if your mom was missing?
I would.
Okay.
But we don't. So I'm gonna sit here and just look.
And do we have $1 million though? Savannah, and we know that all the attention is going because everybody knows Savannah Guthrie.
Who's Savannah Guthrie?
Okay, don't worry about it. But she's a journalist and she's been on, I can't remember which one. It was
I want to say it was Good Morning America.
Good Morning America.
Which side is she, red or blue?
I don't know what she is as far as like that part of it. But what I'm saying is any elderly person, I don't care who it is, just the thought of it, of an elderly person sleep and just taken out of their home. Now, I got my thoughts and I feel like somebody is, I feel like it's the family because they knew where the cameras were, all of that. And it's,
what about her medicine? Right. She's on heart medication and everything else.
Well, they disconnected her pacemaker. So I said, well, they probably disconnected.
Oh, yeah, that's inside. They disconnected her pacemaker because they know it can be traced. Yeah, that was well thought
out.
Yeah, that was way too much. You ain't just going to grab
family member,
a woman. Yeah, that's a family member right there.
That's what I think too. I pray that she's okay because I do be praying about her. I know, like I was sitting there, like I hope they're feeding her. She might be in Mexico somewhere. Don't know, like they're going to be looking for me. There is no trace. That's why I felt like a family member. I was like, they always start with the family first, but this is weird. And even more so, I feel like it's an in-law. That's what,
namely that drug addict son-in-law of hers. But yeah.
She had a drug addict son-in-law, allegedly. Okay, see, I didn't know that, but I remember with the whole Jennifer Hudson situation. Remember with her whole family got deleted. Her whole family got deleted. Except her sister, but even the son. So it was the son's father that did that. It's usually, but you do the whole family because you're trying to hurt somebody. It's a new day. It's a new day.
Mel, back in my high school days, there was no unblocking. You had to face me. You had to be in front of me to do something. You couldn't unblock me. You couldn't reblock me, unfriend me. You couldn't do that. It didn't hold any power. You remember the power of hanging up somebody on the phone when you just
Oh wait, you had to have the right phone.
You did.
You couldn't do it with a cordless.
No cordless.
Like, hold on, let me go get the other phone.
That
On the
sounds
cordless, I used to say, "Let me introduce you to somebody who, Mr. DT. Who's Mr. DT?"
man. My favorite one was, "Hey, are you standing next to a closet?" "Yeah, why?" "Well, hang this up." Click. But the power you got from having that phone with the cord on it and to hang it up.
You got to hear the clang.
Oh, it feels good talking about it. I feel warm inside talking about it. But
I used to get hit with those type of phones. My mom be on the phone talking.
But you don't have that power anymore. You block me, I might not even know it. So if you ain't got a old size phone to hang up on me, you ain't got no power anymore. You blocking me on social media? Okay, all right. Well, I'll go to my other page, Nick the Voice, and and I'll stalk you from there. So it's just changed. It's changed. But we got to give a shout out to the power of the hang up back in the day.
Power of the bang.
The phone cord, yeah, period. The phone cord.
Well, yeah, you had to have a corded phone though.
You know what I would do? I wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't. I would just hang up.
But see, then I think, oh, we lost connection. Girl, let me call you right back. We must have lost connection, girl. Like I was saying, you want to take 2 sticks of butter. You like, well, I hung up on you.
Just keep clicking it. They'll eventually get click.
No power. It feels nothing like that. It feels nothing like that. Are you next to a closet? Good. Well, hang this up.
Look, no mistakes.
None.
Bye. Done.
None. So.
All right, lovely people. The Shop Talk question of the week. Standing by your man. There's several that we got to touch base on. You have Fantasia, who just got married. Well, a few years back, but anyway. And her, he's so sad. And her husband is now the president of all of their companies. Mm-hmm. She's standing by her man, and he's in a position of power that she gave him. Her dad wants money. She said she wasn't going to say anything. I think that Glorilla situation with her sister saying what she wanted is get ready to take off. All family is coming out and demanding stuff from the said celebrity, which takes me back to that question that I had, I think a few weeks ago. Are you responsible? Was it 2? Okay. Are you responsible for taking care of your family? And when does it stop? At what age?
No, you're not responsible. Would I? Yes, I like if I ever come into some money, I have a list of people that I know I'm going to make sure is straight. And first and foremost is my brother. Do I have to? No, I don't. My brother said he doesn't expect, if I ever come into some money, he don't expect it. I'm doing it because that's me. And it's just me and him as far as my mother's children, just me and him. And then I have, like I said, a list of other people that have had my back along my little troubles. I got you. But no, you don't have to. I worked hard for this. You didn't.
Okay, what
you got the same talent I got. Go get yours.
Well, some people have different, but yes, people need to get up and get it. What do you think? Do you think the father need to sit down?
He need to have several seats, especially since he wasn't really there that much back in it. Listen, man, go.
Well, he was, because remember they started the band. The family started the band together. So
he at one point left.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
But is he supposed to stay though? Like, does that not make her his child still? Like, some people don't get along as far as like family.
And guess what? We didn't get along. Guess what? We ain't gonna get along now that I got some money. Bye.
No, I'm talking about as a child though. Like if him and his wife, they split.
Right. Women
had a tendency
to just blame
their mother's fight. And that is not okay. But I feel you on the fact that she got it. She could have put him on. He could sing.
Right. We don't know the family dynamic because it's not everybody's business. You only bits and pieces what they put out there or what one person may say. There may be
and
more to
perception.
it. Right. There may be more to it than that. But dude,
We know it probably is, but just looking at that part.
yeah, like she got a whole husband. The two become one. Leave it alone.
Okay,
If
what you
you
got,
feel like
Nate? I want to hear what Nate got. What you got, Nate? Because I see you agreeing with us. Come on, let's talk.
Which
Let's shop talk.
disgusts me. But anyway,
whatever.
I'm a Fantasia fan.
We
And if
know.
it's working for Fantasia and how she runs her Fantasia Incorporated, that's the way. And actually, it's actually the biblical way it's done. But this husband has to earn that. She ain't gonna just say, "Okay, we're married. Here's everything." She has to trust that man. That man has to have been able to have shown her that he's capable of managing and running that.
Exactly.
He's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. And when people are upset or questioning it, that's the thing.
Her dad.
Hey, Pops,
I'm glad.
When I hand my daughter off, it's no longer my responsibility. That's when I walk her down the aisle and I give her to somebody. He takes the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm. You're free.
Right. In my case, as soon as my daughter introduced somebody, I'm like, cool. I broke up with her immediately. But she's still around. But my point is, Fantasia's doing the exact same thing that most men wish many women would do. A lot of women could take notes off of her.
Okay, now, or she could have took notes off of Mary J. Nick. What's his name? I can't pronounce it.
No.
Wait a minute. Mary J. Blige's ex-husband. Hindu. Okay, him. That situation. Now, Mary, she was stood by her man. Boom, here you do this. You managing me. You got it. I'm putting you in that position. And then he said, well, this was what I did, so I need that. Her money. So she said she was interviewed and she was saying, I'm paraphrasing, how she was at a low and she had to work to build back up and to do concerts in order for her to get her money up because the judge saw that, boom, he was owed that money, being married to her, standing by her man.
So she got what every man gets, just about all the men get every time. Mary got what happens to men on a daily. So if you can look at a married situation or a Fantasia.
Well, we can't really, because Fantasia only been married how many? Two days?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Their man picker has something to do with it, the type of dude that they're with or whatever the case may be. But if you have a man that you can believe in and trust in and it's your everything, ask Fantasia what she's bringing to the table.
Well, I'm going to say this. They're usually your everything at the beginning until you see this person.
Okay. Well,
with that being said, when it changes, the relationship changes later on, are you still in this generation standing by your man?
No. Everyone seems to skip over the part in the vows where they say for better or for worse. Because your feelings. Men, you typically stay. We will be miserable, but we will stay. The term is a man will give up his happiness for his family. A woman to give up her family for her happiness. So in all of these situations, if you listen to the part where they say to good sicknesses and health, rich or poor, sicknesses and health, we're going to stay in this and we're going to fight. That's standing by your man, regardless. Well, he left the toilet seat up, and girl, he can't be doing that. And you'll have a whole bunch of girlfriends be like, I don't know how you live like that. He leaving the toilet seat up and blah, blah, blah. And then you leave, and then the outcome is this, and then you mad at the outcome. So let's take the marriage situation. I don't know why they split up or why they broke or whatever.
Yeah, we're not privy to all of that.
Right. But the thing is, for better or for worse. Now, this is coming from a dude who done failed at this thing a couple of times. But standing by me means something. I mean, there's a couple times where we could have worked this out if you would have just stood by me, or if your feelings didn't get involved and you're like, well, I feel this way. Well, those feelings are good and they're valid. But they ain't gonna be there forever. You'll make a forever move on your feelings.
Yes, and that's how we end up getting married, and then realize that that wasn't the one because we made a forever move based on feelings.
Well, you
Wait,
have to be emotionally intelligent.
you do.
That happens on both ends, though, Mel. Men get married too, like that too. That happens on both ends. So emotional intelligence has a lot to do with it, and it's not always the bad and always the guy. But in the guy's defense, we've been known to stick in there even though there was no happiness to be had.
Okay,
That's what we do. And I'm not talking about me and what I.
No. We're just
in
speaking.
general, right? In general, the man will stay there, and if he ain't making it super happy for you, okay. But there's reasons behind it that we don't know. Maybe you do something unthinkable, like I always say, put the toilet paper on wrong. Now that's just rule for divorce, I think, but I don't say I'm going to divorce you. I just say, yeah, all right. And I sit there, well, what's wrong with you? And this, that, and other. I've told you 800 times. The toilet paper goes what? Under. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. But you still do it over. So what do? I just leave it alone. I sit back. What do? You file for divorce. That's the difference. Standing by me is saying, you know what? Toilet paper really ain't that big of a thing. Well, it is. It is. No, I don't want to be quoted as letting that one slide. But the stand by me part, for better or worse, okay, guess what? I've never been in a relationship where it was just complete bliss. And anyone in the chat or anyone on this panel can tell me about any relationship you was in that was complete bliss.
Okay, here we go. Stop, because I can't pay for that. I'm like, stop, I can't pay for that. Okay, you're not responsible. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we are with the chat. My immediate, but I take care. Okay, talking about to take care of their family in different ways. Moms, children, people always looking for a handout when you get financial success. That's true, and that's regarding the Fantasia situation. I want to touch on the fact that you were saying that men stick around, they'll forsake everything for their family, they'll deal with their misery because you made a decision, a concrete decision versus the female. Well, looking at the facts, God bless me. Looking at the facts, 70% of the divorces are initiated by women. 30 are men. And what I'm seeing is that a lot, and this is about 10 years ago that was in there, a lot of men are filing for divorces because they can't get what they want. And it's almost like role reverse where the men are in their feelings because they want to, I guess, stay at home.
Well,
and that's not a bad thing. So let me say this, it's not a bad thing, especially if she is making more money and you guys have children. It makes more sense to stay at home and watch the children. Now, I don't think it's a bad thing when you have a male child and the male is at home. That's not a bad thing at all because you really have that hands-on. But what happens when that child gets older? Does that child want to stay at home? Because the men that I know that stay at home, these are the ones that I know, we cool like that. They're manly men. They do the male thing as far as like the trash and all that good stuff. And they stay at home. So they're still doing both. Fixing cars, changing the oil, taking her car, filling up the gas. So they're doing both. But there are some that feel as though, well, I'm here, I'm doing the dishes, I'm doing all the female role, things and not doing the male role things. And she's going to work and he got her lunch pack and he hands it to her. A good friend of mine saying he did that. He was like, I don't understand what the problem is. I said, the problem is that she want to stay home and watch Young and the Restless.
No.
You're watching Young and no, you're watching. This is a real situation. And he was like, but I don't get it. When she come, I give her lunch to go to the second job. So she working the 2 jobs and he's at home watching the children. Mind you, they're not his children, they're hers.
Okay.
So he's watching the children, but he does not see what is wrong when he's doing everything and she's handing him, and you can't answer because you're a guy, but from a female's perspective.
That's the problem.
No, let me finish. He hands her, she go to work early in the morning, 5 o'clock. Boom, he got her lunch. There you go. Boom, drop it off. She come home, hop in the shower, put on another uniform, and he has her lunch ready, and bam, and for her to go off to the second job. He didn't see what was wrong. I told him what the issue was. And the issue was that, guess what? She wants to do what you're doing. And that's the issue. She's not the man. Hold on her. She's not the man. The role of society has the male being the provider. And we see that. And like I said, he didn't get it because he's like, I'm watching her children. I get all of that. And it is a thank you. But when you are in a situation and you're like, okay, I'm going to work. I'm not even spending time with my children. He talking to me on the phone because, I'm night shifter. So I'm up, during the day till I fall asleep and watching Young and the Restless. And I told him, I said, that's the problem. It's a flip. She wants your position and you have hers. And that's where the issue is. Because I know for me, I would have an issue with that. I had an issue when I had a babysitter. And my babysitter had her boyfriend over at the house, and her having her here we go. Her having her boyfriend there, it was fine. But when I got off work, I smelled steak. I cooked good. She did very well with my children when they were younger, when I needed her. The problem that I had is I was working all day and she was enjoying the luxuries that she had. And it was me paying for it. And that bothered me. I paid her to be there, but then when I come home, my candles is lit and her dude on the whole day. And listen, he would come over all the time. So you cooking for your man with the food that I bought. You got my candles lit. My children were well taken care of, but I found myself having an issue with that.
Feelings.
Well, here's the thing. It's an issue because what I saw was I am the provider of some grown people here. So you get paid and you cooking you and your dude every night I get off at 9 o'clock. I would get there about like 9:30, 10 o'clock. They sitting there watching, enjoying all the things that I pay for. So what did I do? I was like, all right, I'm cool. I just changed my jobs. I was like, I need something that's going to work for me and my children because I was feeling like I was a provider.
Got you. You ready?
No, really not. Go, you can speak.
That provider that you were feeling like is the man's everyday job. Now,
that's the problem.
Right. With the babysitter, I see it. Don't be coming honeymooning at my hot place. But
honeymooning, that's exactly what it is.
As for the dude whose woman works 2 jobs and she's upset because she can't watch Days of Her Life, if she has the degrees or the job wherewithal to keep those 2 jobs, and he has to stay home and he's facilitating what needs to be done, because one of those jobs would be in daycare if he wasn't there. One whole job would be in daycare if he wasn't there. So he's helping her in that way. If he's cleaning, cooking, and doing all that other stuff and throwing a nice bat in at the end of the night, what's the problem? Only problem is you feel like, well, he should be doing that. Now, y'all done fought for equal rights. My love shouldn't cost anything. So if you have the wherewithal or the skill set to make it, i.e. Fantasia, who I should have never broke up with, if she's making it, it shouldn't cost me an amount. Your love shouldn't cost me.
Now watch this. I didn't add this part. And the bat at the end, like you said, when you brought that up, I was like, she wasn't interested. Because she wasn't interested.
In what?
In the bat at the end. She wasn't interested. And here's the thing, we know, and Nick, you know what? Let's ask Nick the voice.
Let's not.
Don't kick rocks. When you, as a female, when you are not mentally connected to him or not turned on, air quotes for the listening audience, how can you even get there? You
don't.
Is the desire still there? Let me see.
No, once the desire is gone, it's like, I mean, you try to do the wifely duty and just lay there, but even after a while, it's like, don't just don't touch me.
So,
Like, nope.
So can we look
When
at
it's gone, it's gone.
Gotcha. So I have to be the one that works so you can stay home for you to be interested in me. And then if I work 2 jobs, of course, there's things that I won't be able to make because I have to work. And then I won't be around enough for you to make you uninterested again. So how does a man win in any situation?
That's a good question. I don't know because I'm not a man. But
Right.
Exactly.
I can tell you, I'm a guy.
okay.
I can tell you how
How
we
do you
win.
win?
We don't.
Oh,
You're
well, thanks
always
for
mad at
clearing that up.
something.
So we know it don't matter.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But this girl's uninterested in the dude who's taking care of her home while she's at work. Now she loses this dude. Now she's paying for daycare, this, that, and other. She has a whole plethora of other problems that she's going to have to deal with because he's not fulfilling the role that she needs filled. But she feels as though she's not interested because he's not out there saving lives and flying from city to city. He doesn't have this glamorous job and stuff. He's just there for me and my children that aren't his. So she leaves him. Do you understand how big of a burden it's going to be without that man? And of course, she won't feel it at first, but down the line, she was like, "Oh wait, shoot, I got to work then, and the kid, blah, blah. Oh damn, I got to get the kids to karate class. Oh man, I can't go out with this new dude who I'm kind of feeling because my kids are up, and I just gave them Skittles, so they ain't going to sleep no time soon." So there is no winning in anything. But I think it's a very bad idea for her to give up on the dude who's there for her and her children because of her feelings. This is a perfect example of what I keep saying. This is a perfect example. She's gonna jump into that other. You know why the grass is always green over there? Because a lot of cows take a dump on it a lot. There's a lot more fertilizer over there.
Well, here's the thing. Is it safe to say that, and don't cut me off, I'm going to do 2 options. Is it safe to say that women don't know what they want? Or it don't even matter. We don't know what we want. So we want that guy. We want the guy to go to work, and we want the guy that takes care of the house. Or do we want it all? That's it. Do we want or do we want it all?
Want it all, but it's the Superman theory. It's the Superman theory. She's
You
dating.
we heard it, but everybody don't want Superman, and you keep saying that.
It's the theory. Everybody wants to do. Guess what? She has Clark Kent at home, loving, probably teaching her little kid son how to read. He's there washing clothes. That's Clark Kent. He's Clark Kent all day long. But guess what? I can't even get moist. It doesn't excite me. Then she sees Superman pick up a semi truck and throw it and pick up a cat out of the tree. Ooh.
Defending her publicly.
Whoosh.
I got you. I got you.
Need the panty shield. She need a panty shield just looking at him. But when she gets him, she wants him to help little Timmy read and wants him to wash the clothes while she goes to work. You want everything. And there has to be.
We do want everything, and we want the attention.
And the sad part about it is you looking at the word. This word that I'm about to say is y'all kryptonite. You don't even like hearing it said. But you have to settle for something. Look at you. Ooh, Nick the neck. Your neck okay? But you for something, you have to settle for something.
I ain't gotta settle for nothing but my
exactly. Good luck.
But my
card shows it.
Let her speak.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
settle for anything but my peace. That's what's most important to me. Just like your peace is important to you, the guys, our peace is important as well.
Now here's what's wild. You females have to settle for something, but men won't settle for anything. And the reason I'm saying that is because if she's not putting out, doing her wifely duties, then guess what? You're like, okay, I'm out. And then blame her and say, well, you're not doing it because somebody will. You're not doing what you're supposed to
And
do.
even if she
So you
is,
don't want to settle? What? So
We,
even if she is doing her wifely duties, some of them it's not enough for them and they still gonna go out.
but we won't leave you.
but we want you to if you're going to be bringing something back from outside.
Thank you.
I got you, and I understand. I understand that. But we will settle. Hey, we're not happy here, this, that, and other. I'm not going to forsake my children or my family. That's just how we are. So we settle. And
So is there a time when you're like, okay, well, it's not about the children. They're adults now.
Well, here's my thing.
No. I'm asking that question. Oh, you okay, go ahead.
I can't say that because I've always been a dad. My children has always been in my equation, whether I was in the home or I was not.
Okay.
And they 30 something now. So I mean, I think I did a okay job to where they're okay, and our relationship is solid.
Okay, so that's a different situation. So if you're in the family, like you said, you won't leave your family.
Right.
If you are in the family, being a dad, when do you ever say, okay, I'm out of here? Or do you, even though, like I said, even if though the children are adults, do you not leave because you care about what your children are going to think of you? Or do you say, okay, I grew you up and I'm out? Like,
no. At some point, your well-being has to be a part of it. But I will never. I'll stop being a husband, but I'll never stop being a parent. I'll never stop being.
So you stay in the same home because you don't want your children to look at you different, like you left their mom.
Well. In my situation, I wasn't with their mom, and they were in a different household at a time until I got custody. But when I didn't have custody, I was still a dad. They were my priority. They were the job.
Okay.
Me making you happy, Mel, wasn't my job. Me taking care of our kids was my job. So that's the difference in where I am and how I look at things and looked at it.
So are you guys ever able to leave? Because it seems like,
well, happiness isn't our thing.
No, I'm saying like forever. Like we both know a bunch of people that been divorced. And when that guy said, okay, I'm done, where you have females who trying to work on it, we can get past this, but he's unhappy and he has children and he stays in that till what, the end of time? Well, we know our people just was like, oh no, I'm done, I'm out. But
well,
will they stay in it forever and just be miserable? Like, it is really different.
It is, but our grandmothers and grandfathers did it. We all know our grandmothers and grandfathers, wasn't happy, and they were still in it. The reason was bigger. One, they respected the vows. Two, well, it's a little deeper. Women weren't in the position that they are in now, so they had to depend on their man, and he didn't leave them. He didn't leave. You're depending on me, and I'm not. And hey,
so you just started your family across town.
Well, yeah. He did that.
But you don't leave.
Oh. You're taken care of. You and the children are taken care of. You have a roof, a hot cot, or this, that, and other. It wasn't so much about happiness back then. It was about survival, which is bad and good. See, I put bad first. See, I did that for y'all. I didn't want to say, oh, that's good, but it was bad because it was about survival. but it was good in the fact that we committed to a kid and this, that, and other. And when I got my check, I brought it home to you, and my gamble money was set off to the side. And for the other family, I probably, well, back then, shoot, $2, I was making $4. I can take care of 2 families. It's sad, but it's true. You needed us then. Now you don't need us, and now it doesn't work because you don't need us. And it's sad. Whoa. You don't feel you need us. Yeah, let me straighten out. You don't feel you need us. So everything is different now. Grandma couldn't go get a job at the mill or at General Motors and stuff like that. But you can. But a man's nature is to take that money and provide. A woman's job is, well, I'm doing this, so what are you gonna be doing? Whoa. Slow down, Turbo. We equal, we even. Y'all can do what we gonna do. So now you got the 2 jobs, and I'm staying home with your kids, and I'm gonna teach her to read, and teach him how to ride a bike. Their clothes is gonna be ironed. The roles have just reversed. But in that reversal, you feel, I don't like this. I mean, I'm not turned on by this, but you feel, this is all on how she feels. It's working for her.
You're going back to that.
Okay.
I want to give this information because it's really important, and this is some history on women. Before 1974, women couldn't get mortgages, credit cards, and all that good stuff. And back to what Nate was saying earlier, to see how this is coming full circle, where he said we fought for equal rights, equal credit opportunity. Actually, that's what it was called, the Equal Credit Opportunity Act that happened in 1974. I know because I was born in 73. So that's when we women were able to apply for credit cards and mortgages and stuff before we had to depend on our man. So you got yourself a good man, as we do now, because this was all that passed down in history, looking for a good man so that he can pay the mortgage. Now, since we making money, okay, we making money now, we can get this, but I want you to pay for pay the mortgage. I'll do all this stuff. So it's still the same thing in the same traditional concept, but we're not traditional people anymore.
The sad part about it is the government. Now, this, in my reading, when the government wanted to split up families, they were shocked at how fast easy it was to split families up, the black families up, with money. They tried it with the Japanese. They didn't jump at money. Their women jumped at education. Their women wanted to get scholarships and stuff like that. So they offered welfare to the black families and child support, not child support, but welfare and stuff like that. And
that wasn't just for the black families.
Wasn't just for, but that was the bait that they used to separate us versus Japanese. They used education. It still came same. It still had the consequences the same way, but it was just the bait that was used.
Okay, let me say this, because this what you just hit on is my importance. Hold on 1 second, I'll get you. Come on. The issue with the welfare system, as he's speaking and saying, breaking up the black families. We had the Black Panthers that was feeding the children less fortunate, with a WIC program. We also had where women were in situations that they should have been from. It was a bad situation. And it's like, okay, we have the opportunity to not deal with this man who has a family over there, and the air quotes for the listeners, the government is going to help me with this $100, $200 back then. Looking at the food stamps, helping you take care of your children. That was a thing. Now, when you say splitting up the black family, and I hear it constantly, if he's not making enough money, you still have to take care of your child. You're not making enough money. I have to be over here. And that was what was that? Was that no, I don't think that was Sparkle. It was some movie. It's an old movie, but it shows how when they came to inspect before the welfare system used to come to the houses, make sure that there was no man there. Matter of fact, it is almost the same, but it changed a little bit. And follow me. Look, follow me here. You weren't able to have, well, we didn't have microwaves, but you weren't able to have like a television, because what that did, that just showed how much income you had. And you know, they weren't going to allow you to cheat, i.e., fast forward now, they look at your savings account. Let me see what you have. They were looking at checking accounts. Since we're able to do this, post 1974, we're going to help you, but you can't be over this amount. Now, there is a situation that is happening now that they're trying to pass in Congress, where they're saying that if you get welfare assistance, any welfare assistance, you cannot send money into another country. What do you mean? Why would I send money to another country? There's a lot of things that are happening. People are spending for BBLs. People are going out of the country, taking vacations, all that good stuff. So when you're dealing with that, that's what they're talking about now. So now let's go back a little bit when Nate was talking about breaking up the Black family. Now, at that time, they weren't giving our Black men opportunity. Now we have Black men who are given opportunity, but they decide to go to non-melanated. So who's breaking up the Black family? Let's look at that. Who's actually breaking up the Black family? You're on mute, Nick. I want to hear your thoughts. You got it?
The Black man.
And see, that's what I get, and that's what I'll continue to get. I understand protecting peace, because for some unknown reason, Black men, and not all, are feeling like, well, me dealing with a Black woman, it's just too much attitude, too much stress. I can't get my peace, and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you deal with a non-melanated individual. Do you have peace? Because yes, they'll give you your peace, but they're going to take your money. What did Cat say to Club Shay Shay guy, to Shannon? He was like, "Dad, how you broke in 2 weekends." And that's exactly what happened. And then what did Shannon do? Shannon got mad at his Black friends. That's what was wild. He got upset, talking about people that I talk to all the time. They didn't want to talk to me. I needed a shoulder to cry. You weren't dealing with me here, so now you want to come back and we're supposed to accept you? Right. That's a problem. That's a problem. So you want to blame, it's always blaming us. And I look at that as, maybe you got a problem. Do you feel like it's the elite? Some people's goal is to date a white girl. Like, I got something that I technically, and this goes way back too in history, where, I got me something that I could never have. Is that what it's given? Because I know it just can't be me.
Yeah.
But Nate started that when he said that, and I understand that concept and how it is, but you can't keep blaming in this day and age who's breaking. That happened, and it is true. But you got to look at it and say, are we still in that place? Yes, we are. It's just different ways, but there's more opportunity. And what's happening is us not acting, us not voting, instead of saying we did, since it wasn't done before. Oh, well, we can't do that. They're not going to let us allow, instead of saying what somebody is going to let you do, why don't you keep striving and fighting for what we can get? Because it does matter. And join your local NAACP. I had to put that out there. And then remember we had Black Lives Matter. And then when you looked at it, and it wasn't even during the civil rights movement, it wasn't all Black. There were some white people that were actually there. So with that being said, you have to say, people will help you, and everybody that's not your same color is not against you. But we still have to continue to fight, and not physically, but just don't give up on you. Let me say that. That's a little better. Don't give up on yourself, and don't blame somebody else for how you are living, i.e., when we talked about the Fantasia and her dad. You blaming somebody else for how you choose to live. That's a problem. Just like Glorilla's sister. You blaming Glow because she made it and y'all had the same upbringing, just like Nick was saying. We had the same opportunities, and boom, what's happening? You didn't make it. You didn't take advantage of your opportunities. You're blaming this person that actually became successful and decided to do something, make lemonade out of lemons. It's not okay. Sorry, I was on my little soapbox when you said that the government breaking up the Black family. Now we have a hand in it. The Black people have a hand in breaking up our own because we keep criticizing our own. And I'm like, why? Go ahead.
No, it was a government initiative. But now that the let's just say now that women have those laws and those the voice and things like that, it's how they choose to use it. Now Fantasia has the credit, the money, and everything.
But why are we comparing ourselves to Asia?
No. That was just to show you the different bait they used to do the same thing. They threw education over there because that's what they were biting. They threw money over here because that's what you were buying. That's all that was. Now
they tried to throw money there.
And it didn't make right. They wasn't biting on money to break them up. They were biting on education. They threw degrees at y'all back then. You were like, nah, I don't want that. All welfare check, I'll bite that. That's just how it was. It's just a fact. My thing is, now that you have the authority and the privileges that you have to do, the backing, the mechanism behind it was never there. You were never you were never raised to say, hey, listen, get you a man and all your money is his and make sure that you guys have a solid family and this, that, and other. No, your raising is your princess, you're the prize. He should go out and move the mountain and come home and read poetry to you. That's what you were backed with. Now that you are making the money and have the accesses and stuff like that, you're not built on, okay, well, here, let me make sure that everybody's car note is paid at the house. Let me make sure this is that and other. Let me love this man and respect him and also pay for his existence. The electric's on because of me, this, that, and other. That was never put into you. That was always put into us. So
it should continue. Yeah. But I want to bring this to the forefront. Now in the U.S., they do offer education, and that's why you can choose. You could get assistance if you're going to school as well, and that's been for some time as well. Some people just don't want to.
Got you.
Some people are just lazy and feel like I'm not doing that. But there are those who take full advantage and say, he's working right now. You got it. Let me graduate, then I got it.
Got you. And that's a good business model for Nate and Associates.
Right, but guess what, Nate and Associates? Your friend, Bob, will feel like, no, I don't like that because she's going to make more money. Watch this, because Bob's dad says, well, she going to leave you as soon as she graduate. So you got outside influences saying what's going to happen, and then you're trusting the person you trust. And you standing by your man, but your man don't trust you.
Here's the thing. You know how I talk about y'all and feelings, my new hit single, Feelings? Mm-hmm. We have something called pride, which is bad for us.
Okay.
So that dude is feeling that way is a prideful thing. It's a prideful thing. And pride and feelings is the death of both of us. My pride will kill us just like your feelings will. It's the same thing. Man's pride, woman's feelings. I can't do this because my pride and the men won't let and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. So as a man, me personally, I had to throw pride out the door a long time ago. They feel this and they saying this. Oh, okay, I don't care what they say about me. I don't care how they feel about me. I'm not gonna lose a bit of sleep. But I had to learn to throw that pride out the door. Just like a woman has to learn to throw her feelings out. That's why I keep going back to this story of this girl who working these two jobs. And the dude is at home doing what he's supposed to do. Throw your feelings out the door. You got something good. Make it work for you.
A lot of women do throw their feelings out the door.
Not committed.
And here's the thing, but that's a problem because that means back to that put up and shut up.
No, it's not a problem.
Oh no, it's a lot of women that will put up and shut up because my feelings. He's going to say it's because of this, and they're not able to be exactly who they are, but they're standing by their man because he's a provider. Are you in a emotional abusive relationship? Because you know somebody on the outside gonna say it. Like, what
for some reason, the chat hasn't been moved because I asked a question: has ever been in a complete harmonious relationship in their life?
You didn't ask that.
Yeah, I did. I said, has anyone been in a completely who? That's when you said you couldn't pay for the music. I was dropping.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. So no one has answered. They said they've been in a complete.
That's in the chat.
Well, can you say you've been in a perfect relationship in your life with a guy?
No.
Exactly, because it doesn't exist.
I'm going to share with you why.
Whoa.
Say no. No, I'm going to share with you why. Because of what you said, pride, and sometimes you have to just zip it and allow him to be a man. His pride won't allow you to do certain things. I stood by mine. I had the opportunity to be in this video, and it was my. And I went and flew. But because of how somebody else felt in their pride, they're thinking that I'm going to go with that person. Well, I'm with you. Have I had opportunity? Absolutely. I was with that particular artist, doing what I do. So yes, I'm around them. But because they felt that I was going to leave, I did not go because I was standing by my man, I was married too. And what I did, I decided not to do because of the way that he felt and his pride, because his friends, the outside people, felt some type of way. And that just, we could have been good. Let me say, we could have been good.
If you made it past that, like a true champ, because you did what you did for his feelings and his pride. I don't know why y'all couldn't make it, because you did whatever it took, however stupid or insecure it was. It's just like, I'm in a relationship with you, Mel. What you think ain't important, what I think ain't important, what the relationship needs is what's important. And what you showed Nat is, hey, it ain't about what he think the relationship would suffer if I did this. So you did the right thing and showing that you can do stuff like that. I don't know why you couldn't still be where you are. And it's not my, because Lord knows I fumbled a couple times. So I ain't here judging like Mel. Oh, you disgust me.
It was me.
Okay.
It was me. Why?
Feelings.
And I share this because
feelings.
I became
Okay.
I became a mother and stopped being a wife. Focused on my children. And it was that. And he even tried, because even every time we went somewhere, he would like turn my body and be like, this way. Yeah. We're going here. I was parent driven. And it was not realized. Yeah. And not realizing like, oh, I do have a husband still. I did talk to some of my aunts, they were like, oh yeah, da-da-da-da. But not realizing, not taking into consideration, like, oh wait, he lost his whole wife.
Right. Yeah. That's big. That's big. That's big. Even you acknowledging and learning it is huge. It's huge. And I always tell my kids, you gonna grow up and you gonna leave me. I'm raising you to leave me. And a lot of women say my kids are everything, which is the worst thing you can say. Because as soon as that kid is 16, 17, and you need your vitamins or your insulin pills, but Susie calling her, the throat go, oh man, please. You're going to be laying out on the floor waiting on your medicine because he ain't going to care about you.
And that is true. But that's why, like, remember that whole scenario was who gets fed first, the husband or the children and everybody going back with the child. But as a mother and a nurturer, you're looking at they can't do for themselves. And that's not the answer. That's why I always said, I was like, the husband. Why? That's who bought it. He's the provider. He's the one. I need you to go out and be
Get
well.
it again. Make
and
sure
get it again.
Let's fuel the car so we can drive it.
Right.
Yeah. So
So
y'all sit
that's
in the back
where-
and wait. Yeah.
That's where I was at. So there's some transparency for your lovely people. All right, let me hurry up and get today's footnote. Because Nick, you on that night shift, baby. I know it. That's why I be like, I don't care who they are. They be like, can you? I be like, no, I cannot. Absolutely not. I got to be up, pumped, and ready
Good.
at all times. Okay. I wanted to give you guys something regarding the topic. This is going to be hard for some women, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say. A real man and women stand by each other's side on a good day and stand even closer on the bad days, no matter what.
Amen.
All right, lovely people. That is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you as I do each and every single Saturday. I love you guys for tuning in and listening to Shop Talk with Mel. Time is something I know we cannot get back, so I appreciate each and every one of you spending your time with us. Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3.
Shop Talk.
Oh, look at Nick. She can
Hey, I got the number there. Happy birthday to Nick the Voice. I had it on earlier. So we got to make sure we give our girl a shout out. I know y'all I can't sing, but let's give her a cheer.
Yay.
We got grown people on the panel. They grown. Both y'all, what, 55?
55.
And she owes me money.
No, you owe me money.
Mel? Who owes who? Mel?
You owe me money. It's been since October 5th.
Let's owe Mel. Let's ask Mel.
November the 5th. Somebody
October 5th.
Mel, who's the winner of the last wager?
October 5th.
We'll do this on the after show because I know want to know what the bet is about. I'm gonna let
people want to know who the winner is.
I'll share what the bet is about next week if y'all want to share. But
who won though? Just tell us who won. The
people
the people want to know who the winner is.
The people want to know.
It's been since October 5th. High and dry over here. High and dry.
Mel, I know your womanhood is trying to make you
Thank
go against
you, everyone.
the thing. But Mel, just say who the winner is.
I'm the winner. It's been since October 5th, dude. Like, ain't seen nothing.